Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, guys, we're going to cover lane changes. Why I'm doing this video? First of all, that's the most request from you guys, from the comments that I'm reading, that you are asking me how to maintain this speed. That's number one, and how safely and what the steps you need to do when you're doing the lane changes. In this video, guys, we're going to cover everything. And also, I received a comment. One of the comments that I was reading is the student went over the speed limit and he didn't even know. But in the end, when he came back, an examiner just said that you failed the test because you went over the speed limit. So he didn't know exactly how much he went over. He was probably tense, and that's one of the things he asked me if I can help him to read the test results so he will understand when exactly that happened. So guys, if you are in the same situation and in the end of the test, your examiner is just saying that you went over the speed limit, always look at the test result. And it's supposed to be, if you're looking at the test result, I have this specifically video about how to read the test result. You have to check on my Patreon. I have pictures there and what examiner are looking when you're going for the test. So if you would like to join my Patreon, link will be down below. Also, this video, first of all, as all my videos will be uploaded on my Patreon. So if you are really practicing and planning to go for the test, some videos that are not on YouTube, you can check out my Patreon. Link will be down below. So the thing that actually happened, that usually if you're looking at the test result, examiners are marking the time when it happened, and then in the end they put the comments. So if you see what happened exactly, they have to exactly put the timing and the speed limit that you went over. So in the case that I was looking for the test results, the student was driving at zone 60, went over the speed limit, and the speed limit that examiner wrote it down was 69. Now, some of you is asking me how much I can go over. Usually, normally, it's about 10%, not 10 kilometers, 10%. So for example, if you're driving on zone 40, you can maximum reach 44, and then examiner already can fail you for that. But with the 10%, it's acceptable. Meaning that if you, let's put another example, if he was driving 66, the examiner will not mark, but he went over 10%. So what I'm trying to say is make sure that you are not going over 10%. And in this video, guys, I'm going to show you how to maintain the speed, and sometimes it's even better to go a little bit below, but not much. So for example, if you are driving 40 zone and you're going at 37, 38, it's not a problem. It's not too slow. It's close by. But if you're going at zone 30, 35, that will be too fast. It's over 10%. So now, guys, I'm going to start moving, and I'm gonna go step by step. Usually when I have my students and we do lane changes, the first thing I always say, put the signal, make sure that you're communicating with the other drivers by signaling. Also, you check the rear view mirror, then you checking the shoulder. Some of students that come just for the mock tests, they start looking on the side mirrors. Now, I would not recommend, but some of you probably, like especially the ones that already have experience in the other country and coming here and trying to do the test, they always looking at the side mirror first before they even at the rear view mirror. So at the rear view mirror. So what I'm trying to say is that make sure that when you are changing the lane, especially the beginners, and it's much easier when you're looking at the rear view mirror first, you want to make sure that you know what's going on behind you because you're changing the lane, right? You need to make sure that you're checking the rear view mirror and then simply on each direction. Let's say you're going to the right, you check the right blind spot. If you're going to the left, you're checking the left blind spot. Now also, in each vehicle, if you're looking on the right mirror, it says object in the mirror, it's closer than it's appeared. The meaning of that you looking at the mirror, it looks that the car is there, but you cannot judge the distance, how far, how close the car. So that's why I always say, look at the rear view mirror. You will know if the car is in the back and you can see him clearly. The only thing you need to do is to maintain the speed and change the lane when it's safe. So let's get started, guys, and we're gonna go to the main road. And also, guys, most of the questions when I receive from you is how would I know what's the speed limit on each street? So the best way to know is when you're turning, just in the beginning, usually the sign will be in the corner of the right side that you are turning. So for example, right now, there is no speed limit here. So I will assume that it's 50 because they don't put. But then when I turn and I look straight ahead, the speed limit is 40. So now I know if I continue to go straight, the speed will be changing. I'm going to make a left at the traffic light. So I check left and right, no cars, nobody's coming. I go left into the left lane. The speed limit here, it's 50. I change the lane to the right. I check my shoulder, nobody there. And again, I did this after I looked at my rear view mirror. So on the test, some of you asking me sometimes, why should I change the lane to the right? So the reason for changing the lane to the right is because the left lane is a passing lane, the right lane is a driving lane. So when you do the left turn, you have to come back to the right side. And only when it's safe and when you have the speed limit. So now, the most important, when I'm gonna change the lanes now, I have to pay attention on the speed. Now I'm going at 51, no problem. I put the signal, I look at the rear view mirror, nobody is beside me, I check my shoulder and I simply moving to the left lane. The only thing I need to do, this bus forgot to turn off the lights. The only thing what I have to do is to make sure that I'm maintaining the speed, right? So guys, I don't know if you just saw this bus is driving with the stop sign outside and driving and flashing the lights. I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, now let's go back. So the speed limit is 50. I'm going to accelerate. I'm going to put the signal to the right. Speed limit. I have to reach my speed to make sure that I'm at 50. I'm at 50. I check my rear view mirror. I check my shoulder. Nobody there. I simply move. And again, all the time I need to maintain the speed to make sure that I'm going with the right speed. Now I'm dropping a little bit because I'm approaching the traffic light. So make sure that you are constantly, if you don't want to go over the speed limit, number one rule is to make sure that you're constantly looking at the speed. If you're going over the speed limit, then it's going to be not pass. And you guys usually when you're going for the test, everybody wants to pass the test. So now speed limit 50. I'm reaching my 50. I'm maintaining my 50. I'm going to make a right. I'm going to go to the busiest street. So I'm going to make a right at the traffic light. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and you're learning. So if you do, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you share the video, guys, don't forget to like. I really appreciate all of my subscribers that subscribing. And the most important for me, when I hear that you are just by watching my videos, you're passing your road test, it's amazing to hear that. I'm really happy. I'm going to make a right. Signal, shoulder check, then we are going to turn. And usually, remember, when you're turning right into the right lane, signal, rear view mirror, acceleration, speed, shoulder check, change the lane. Keep going until you're reaching the speed. So the speed limit in this area, it's 50. See, I don't look, this car is gonna be hitting now because he's coming to my lane. Now he said to me, sorry. So you see, when you're driving, guys, always pay attention what can happen, right? This car just decided to change the lane. I was here, I was looking straight, I was in my lane, I was not doing anything, and then he cut me off, and after that he just simply said, I'm sorry. So be prepared. Make sure that you're not just concentrating on one direction. The car's coming from each side, especially here is 3 lanes, right? So make sure that you are aware what's going on. And not when you're just changing the lanes, you're doing that because somebody told you to do it. And if you're on the test, you just follow the instructions of the examiner. So you are the one that make a decision when it's safe to change the lane. And this happened all entire day. I see this car now trying to change the lane on the intersection. It's not allowed to. You can see all of it by my dash cam that recording the situation that just now happened. So also, guys, if you would like to buy a brand new dash cam when you pass, this is the most important thing. You have to make sure that you're safe. Use the dash cam. I will keep all the links in the description, and this links gives you a nice discount when you're purchasing a camera, a dash cam. And by the way, I'm using the VFO 8229 Pro. Now I'm going to change the lane to the right. So simple, signal, car going on the speed. I'm not looking right away. I'm keeping up with the distance and I'm keeping up with the speed. I'm checking my shoulder. This car pass, I simply move. There we go. That's it. That's what you have to do. So I will repeat exactly what I just did regarding the lane changes, what's the steps you have to do, and by just doing these steps, that's going to save your test. So when you're going for the test, or even if you're practicing with your driving instructor, when you get the instructions, you are the one that make a decision. So when examiner is asking you, when it's safe, change the lane to the left, it doesn't mean that you have to drop everything and start changing the lanes. What you have to do is to make sure that it's safe. And what the simple steps you have to do is to put the signal, to make sure that people know, the drivers know what you're planning to do, to look at the rear view mirror, to check your speed, not signal and look and just move because you get the instructions. And after that, when everything is safe, you can change the lane safely. So guys, that's going to be the end of the video. Thanks for watching.